from Jayden so far?
I like his command in the huddle, and when I say that, I mean he's been studying. He understands our system, and I like the progress that he's made so far. He's working hard.
What is it when you talk about command in the huddle? What do you see and hear?
Confidence. I see and hear confidence from the young man. So I don't want to, right now it's way too early to evaluate and tell, but I do like what I've seen so far. Just his command in the huddle and his confidence around the guys, and his ability to be a first-year guy to help other guys.
When you talk about command in the huddle, is it something you heard? Is it the way you hear him call it out? Was there some moment that you were like, all right, kid?
No, it's when he's calling Cliff's system. He's calling it like he's been in it.
Okay.
So you can tell he's been working. He's been studying.
How can the run game help? Look, in your experience, there's 4 new starters on the offensive line this year. It's a lot to make it a cohesive group. So how can the run game maybe help offset growing pains, I guess, for an offensive line?
Well,
can it?
I mean, let's first of all figure out what they can do, and let's do what they do best. The offensive line and the runner, and those two go hand in hand. Sometimes I've built my system around the offensive line, what they do best, and sometimes I build it around what that running back does best. It just depends on who that person is. But I think once we get in training camp, we get the pass on in a run game, we're going to figure out exactly who we are and what we can and can't do. Right now, I kind of see this as a passing camp, to be honest with you. We do some things in the run game, but it's just small fundamentals.
Sure. And because again, it can be tough for a line to take time to gel.
Yeah.
So how does a coaching staff? I know, like for example, a lot of fans are like, who's going to play left tackle? I'm sure you've heard that.
Yeah.
So like, how does scheme, play calling, how can that, and even a running quarterback, how can all that help that position, that group?
Oh, it can help tremendously. When you have a quarterback that can create and move a little bit, you don't have to be Trent Williams. When you have a quarterback that can do that a little bit, so that we can move the pocket, change the launch point. There's just certain things you can do to help the O-line in that regard.
Can he kind of slow the edge rushers, like just threat of his legs? How much can that slow maybe the edge?
I don't see it really slowing the edge. The edge has gotten faster every year I've been in this business.
Okay.
And if we're going to slow the edge, that's something we're going to have to do personally.
Okay. Through like scheme and play.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'm glad I asked because sometimes do you start to overthink maybe what is the impact of a guy's legs, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to overemphasize something in particular.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that running back group and what you guys can do there?
I've been pleased with the group so far. Like I say, I don't evaluate right now, but right now just teaching these guys the system so that they can play fast and instinctively. And I usually around the second, third week of training camp, I have a real good idea of what it's going to look like and what we can do. But right now, the guys are working hard. They're doing exactly what we're asking them to do. And so they're picking up the system. They're going to be a lot faster when they get back because they're going to know this a lot better. So right now things are going good.
What can Austin provide?
Man, his leadership, in the room right now, it's been awesome. For him to come in as a veteran, if we see something, Austin knows my style. I teach players to coach players because I believe that communication is better and stronger at peer-to-peer accountability. And Austin will say something to a player that, and it's exactly what I want him to say to a player. To get him going or to help him, whatnot. And so he's been that teacher, a player, coach that you like from a veteran.
Does he look fresh out there? He had those ankle issues last year. Does he look fresh to you?
He looks fresh to me. I don't think he's having any problems with those ankles right now. I want to keep it that way.
Thanks.
Sure.